Kind of me just watching last night game, and everybody was talking about the home team loss. Like there was 0-10 record. We just came with a mindset that we just wanted to play great. Just go out there and compete, give it our all, and see what the outcome come. And came away with a win, and we forced the game 7.
Hi, John. This is Keely Dickman from CSN. Can you take us through that last shot, and then specifically the decision to jump up on the scorer's table? That was a great moment.
The last play was really for me to get to the corner and Brad come open, but he didn't get opportunity to get open. I didn't want to get a 5-second violation, so I just came and got the ball from Otto. Just looked the defender in the eye and took a shot I work on, and it went in. And to get on the scorer's table was just how much love I have for this city, how much love I have for my teammates, how much fight we have, never quitting. A lot of people doubted us in this series, going after we was down 2-0. A lot of guys doubted us winning this game at home. The last 2 years I was in the playoffs, we lost a game 6 here. And we just had a lot of heart, and I just wanted the city to know that we love them for all the support they give us without their amazing fan support tonight. We want to win this game, and all we asked for is one more game, and we got it.
John, I heard your comments on ESPN after the game about the Celtics wearing all black. When did, and Brad, you can chime in too, when did you become aware that that was a thing, and did that add extra motivation for the night?
First, praise my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I didn't know they wore all black today, but I mean that doesn't faze us. You know, it is what it is. They came in and they played hard. You know, we're not gonna take anything from them. You know, they did a good job competing. You know, but we had a will to win. You know, we did whatever it took. You know, we stayed the course of the game with the last 2-3 minutes. You know, we stayed locked in regardless of we were up 5, down 7, down 5, however much we were down. You know, we did a good job just locking in, and we both made some big plays down the stretch. You know, that's something that we've wanted to get past this point for a long time. You know, that we didn't want to go home on our own floor. You know, we just want to get ourselves another chance, and we got that, so we got to take full advantage of it.
Brad, Addison, a lot of sports talk. This series, there's been a lot of runs here for you guys, 20-0, 22-0. In that second quarter, you went on, I believe, a 12-2 run and had a 40-30 lead. Did you feel that was that run coming and what allowed the Celtics to get back into the game and take the lead at halftime?
I think we slipped up a little bit. You know, I think we got a little too comfortable when we were up 10. And, you know, we should have took the lead up a little higher, up to 15 and then up to 20, you know, but they did a good job of, you know, coming out and executing. You know, we were a little lackadaisical, had some mishaps on defense, but, you know, coach got on us at a timeout. And we readjusted some things at halftime, came back with a better second half.
John, Brad, Mike Wise at ESPN's The Undefeated. Both of you talked about what a waste it would be if you didn't win tonight and how useless the season would feel. Does that carry over to Game 7? And I guess more importantly, how do you win a Game 7 in Boston?
Yeah, totally. Our goal was to get to the conference finals, and it's still dead. We don't win Game 7, we feel like it was a failure. We just got to go in there with a mindset. We played well Game 1 and 2, having big leads. We just got to do a better job of closing our quarters. We had an opportunity in the second quarter today to get to boost up on our 10-point lead, but we didn't. But just most importantly, understand what's at stake, and we got to play our best defense of the season and try to keep that crowd out of the game as much as possible.
John, over here on your right, you've seen your share of losing seasons here in DC. You've talked about it before, but you just hit what some would say might be the biggest shot in this franchise's history. Can you kind of put that into perspective a little bit? Like, is there any way that you kind of look at that and say, oh, wow, I'm here now in this moment?
I'm enjoying the moment right now. After tonight, I'm locked back in for Game 7. It's a big shot. I'm glad we got an opportunity to play for one more game, what we asked for. In Game 7, anything can happen, 50-50 chance. I'm enjoying right now, enjoying my teammates. But after tonight, I'm locked back in because I got an important game on Monday to win.
John, Ashley from Fox Sports 1340 AM. Just to piggyback off of the last question, you've been clutch all year, of course, including tonight. Is that something that you worked on in the off season?
I wouldn't say worked on. It's just with me and Brad, we've been in these situations before. We didn't come up like the way we wanted to. And just a lot of hard work and dedication. And we have a lot of confidence. Our confidence is sky high right now. And no matter who takes the last shot, we believe one of us is going to make it or make the right play. And even leading up to the big shot I made with Brad, getting that steal we had and making it 3 at the top of the key, that kept us in the game.
John, you're going to halftime 1 for 9. But when you're in the locker room, what's going through what's your mindset at that point, and what brought you out of that shooting point?
I go 1 for 30. That's the way I got to go out. But I had to be aggressive on my team with making shots and just trying to find my teammates. And started the third quarter, I told Brad, I'm right here with you. I got you. You did a great job of carrying us and keeping us in the game. And he said, just keep playing your game. Shots will start to fall. And you have a great backcourt teammate like that and a brother that's always encouraged you, even when you're not making shots, that I can impact the game in other ways of getting my teammates involved or getting steals on the defensive end. They help me get out my slump.
John, Adam Himmelsbach with the Boston Globe. From your comments on TV after the game, it seemed like you were aware about them dressing up in all black. How'd you find out they had, and what kind of bothered you about it?
It was just funny to me. I mean, talking to family and friends, they get to see what's happening on social media. I try to stay off it as much. And they just said they was going to wear all black, so we knew it was kind of copycatting what we did. It was in my mind throughout the game that I didn't want them to come here wear all black and basically call it a funeral when we lose at home. And we made some big plays. The ball went our way at the end, and then we get to force a game 7 at their place.
John, Ben Standig, Locked On Wizards. That three-pointer, is there some extra satisfaction for you, not just because I was obviously the importance of it, but for you, that was a big struggle for you earlier in your career to have the confidence and to be able to make it in that spot? Is there something a little bit extra for you with that?
Not really. I wasn't a great shooter coming in. That's something I had to work on. Nobody's going to come in as a perfect point guard or a perfect guy. I think every year I have improved my game. My first 7 years, that's something I work on every day. I ask Brad for advice all the time, seeing him shoot. And it's just a shot I had a lot of confidence in. I work on it every day in practice, and just glad it went in.
Jared Way, CLNS Media. You guys blitzed IT with about a minute left to force that turnover, and then Brad, you made that three coming back down. Were you guys planning on that play just to blitz them as soon as they went for a high screen?
We were gonna blitz him. Period. He just made 2 big shots. I mean, we got to get the ball out of his hand, one way or another. But coach, we got some tall, athletic guys, and coach said blitz him. He can't really see over our guys, so he forced a turnover. March came up with it, and in transition, guys are trying to match up, guys are scrambling. The clock's running down, so it's kind of like a little bit panic mode, a little bit. I just took advantage of it. Guys falling back and rose up and knocked it down.
Guys, Steve Belpet, Boston Herald. Considering how this has gone, regular season, playoffs, back and forth, is it kind of poetic justice? This has got to go 7. It's going to be really hard to quote a nod.
It's got to go 7.
It's only right. I think the NBA world wanted to see it. I think both teams wanted to see it. It's only right to get a game 7 after all that went on this season, and we just got to prepare for it.
Brad, before the shot down to your right, you were 0 for 7 from 3. Even previously in the Hawks series, you had some trouble shooting from 3, but it seems that you've really been effective inside the arc. Have you made kind of a concerted effort to, when your shot's not falling from deep, to be more aggressive?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the 3-ball right now. But my teammates just they keep instilling confidence and continue to tell me to stay within the game, stay in the moment. The next one's going down. When you constantly hear that encouragement, and plus the coach who tells you to shoot the ball 80 times a game, your confidence is always going to be there. So it was never their problem. It's just the ball doesn't fall through the hoop. So you got to adjust your game, do other things. Keep the defense off guard. That was attacking, getting downhill, getting to the basket, creating for teammates. Doing whatever it took, man. We didn't want to lose. I didn't want to lose for sure, and we battled our tails off collectively as a group, and we forced the game 7.